Hello everybody, and here's another video. For now I'm going to keep it the same kind of format as I did previously, but I am going to work on some better situations. I might start doing some recordings of me doing the assignments, depending on the time, but since it does take hours to do them, yeah, we'll see. I just want to go over everything I've done so far. The class technically doesn't start until the 20th of January, which is next week, but because I'm working, it's going to be 2 weeks for me afterwards. I wanted to get ahead, so I did start on the 5th of January to the 10th of January. I did really good up to Wednesday, and then Dogbert had an appointment, and of course, like I've mentioned before, as soon as an appointment happens, the whole week collapses, and that's exactly what happened. But I did spend some time this week trying to make up on the hours I missed, and I've just completed that. So, total of 5 hours and 50 minutes worth of homework for my Japanese lessons, and 8 hours and 20 minutes for my art lessons. I didn't do some of the makeup that I need to do, so we'll pick that up later on. I'll try to pick some of it up tomorrow because it's a holiday and I don't have to work tomorrow. So, starting off for the semester, getting into some kanji. Pretty cool, I would say so. Learning on it. These all I kind of learned from the Genki book from last semester anyway, so I'm easing into it and it's learning faster as we go. It's kind of cool. Did some basic sketches. I'm proud of the sketches. Excuse me. I think those are pretty good. Just a couple of designs I might be using for monsters. If not, I think what I might do by the end of this semester is, and maybe even the last one, is get a whole book of concepts I've worked on and I put them all together. I think that would be cool. Did some Genki workbooks, learning about this, that, and that, and which in Japanese lessons, so you can see that I am actually doing the homework. Numbers I kind of had a little rough spot with just because of the 3, 6, and 8s that change, so I do have to review that again. Doing some more kanji. I was supposed to be, for the first week, I was supposed to be going over the first 10 kanji, which I pretty much got now thanks to the Genki assignments I've been doing. Next week, the next week I pick up and start, I'm going to be learning the next 10, and I need to be keeping up on recall tests. I found a couple apps that go over that with me, helps me do that, which works out really well. I also got these books, which I think are kind of fun. Unfortunately, I have to be able to read Japanese to understand any of it, but it's pretty basic for the most part. These are actual Japanese workbooks and assignments, what I'm assuming that a child would learn out of. So I'm going to be just kind of doing these on downtime. That one. Alright, so that one's kanji. And that one's hiragana. Is this hiragana and katakana? I think it might be. Yeah. Well, interesting. I don't actually know what this one is. Well, that's gonna be fun. Anyway, so they're pretty cool. I found it on, I think, Amazon for like $7, and they look like they'd be really useful. So I'll be doing some of those just for some fun assignments. Nothing need be or anything. Again, some more doodles I did. I just started doing some draw box lessons. So that's what all these scribbles are. Need to pick those back up. More kanji workout exercises. These were from the book that I got. I did some of these today, so that's what you'll see later on. I figured what I'll do, like I said, is just follow the exercises and draw literally everything in this book. I don't think it's like, some of it doesn't look like actual manga or like anime styles that you see, but it's closer than what I do. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't look at it enough. But some of these things kind of have weird parts of them that just kind of took off. Anyways, I don't think it's bad, so I am working out of it, trying to do everything, draw every picture in this book. This is what I've been doing. I've started off these. I think I have probably one more page of the girls to do, but my mind was hurting, so I need a break. So that's where I am. Then tomorrow I'll probably start doing some of the male hairstyles. and then, like I said, just do a little bit of something out of this book every day. So that's what this was. The first one I did was the female faces, some more doodles, and some more real references. I'm starting to cycle around. Some of them I've already done, so might have to find a new website or just keep drawing them. Did some anatomy poses, some sketches. Hopefully I'll get better at doing those. Did some more Genki stuff. Oh, one of the things I needed to do was start doing character designs for original characters, and this is what this is. This is one of my characters for my comic. This is going to be the main character that we follow. Um, so I did that, got some of her main expressions down, and then it's trying to work on how I want the male character lead to look. I'm leaning towards this design, uh, but we'll see. I'll still have to keep working on it until we get there. Some more of his designs coming out, more of his kind of sketching designs. Then today I started doing the male drawings from the book, and then I tried to take what I learned from here and apply it to the character. I still have a long way to go, I feel, but did the girl hairstyles. I really like the way this one came out. I'm beginning to think that I really like big, round, puffy hairstyles. I did these. Like I said, I'm trying to copy everything out of the book that I can. And then I did a doodle. Came up with this monster design, which I like so far. I'm going to have to work more on him. But I might throw him in the comic too, because I like the way it looks, and I do need another monster that I haven't actually even thought about the design yet. So that was all pretty much supposed to have been done the first week, but like I said, things got weird. I thought that I was going to be starting my rush week this last week that has went by, but technically it wasn't. So, but I mean, we got about that many pages done. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Doing pretty good already. 18, we'll count that as 2, then 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 pages for the first, well, it's over 2 weeks, but this is roughly what I should probably be doing. So if I can do 20 pages at least of both Japanese and artwork, we'll be in a good place. Got a point system set up, so now I'm trying to save some money and get out of some more of my debt. So I got a point system set up. I'm not going to go too much into details, but pretty much I'm not allowed to buy anything unless I earn a certain amount of points, unless it's like necessities like food and stuff. So anyways, I just wanted to give you that update real quick. Let you guys know I am doing it. I didn't update last week because I thought, like I said, I was going to jump straight into work this week, but I didn't. And we'll be doing that. Once I've calmed down from Rush a little bit, I'll try to find some more engaging things to post on here, some a little more exciting to look, maybe some speed paints or some designs that I would normally do here. Start getting back into doing the digital side of art, because I do like doing digital art, and it definitely feels different from doing it traditional art from digital art. But that won't be until later, probably this, I guess what we do would count the second 8 weeks once I start catching up and getting into doing this. I am starting to get more into the talking part of Japanese, so maybe we can laugh at my terrible pronunciations of doing some speaking. Maybe they'll save that for the summer semester though. Once I get better, because I've only just learned how to read, and just because I know how to read it a little bit doesn't actually mean I even know what it's saying or what it means. So that's where we are. Anyway, like I said, this is definitely mostly just a follow-up and progress recording of me doing this. Hopefully that was a quail, if anybody heard that. He's been doing that a lot lately. He's sad because his girlfriend died. Um, but this is pretty much just a record of me putting work into this, and I know that a lot of people don't really have the same mindset as I do, but I hope that if anybody comes across this and they are at the point in their lives where I am, and you feel like that you can't get anything accomplished, or you might not do what you want to do, this is the work that you need to put into your life if you want to accomplish things, depending on obviously what it is, the visual recordings of the work showing that it is being done, and that anybody can do it, but you really had to put your mind to it. And I'm going to tell you right now, for all you young people out there, if you're looking at this, don't give up on your dreams. Don't wait around for anybody who does not have your best interest um, in their minds. Like, I'm not saying they have to think about you all the time, but if you are waiting around for someone, it doesn't matter who it is, to change the way they are before you move on, don't do that. I know a lot of you guys are smart enough to do that, but I'm just telling you from experience, don't waste your time waiting around for anybody, because they don't care about you, most likely, if you're waiting for too long. Um, don't have to be rude about that. If they ever come back and talk to you, don't have to be rude about it, but I just want you to know they don't care about you if you're waiting for them. So, um, this is a long time coming for me. That should have already been past this point, but I want people to know who might have felt like they've let their lives down, that you can still do it. It might not be recognized by society anymore as anybody of value, but the good thing is, with YouTube and indie developers and stuff like that, your portfolio will always find a place somewhere, as long as you can show that you put the work into it. And I'm not saying that I have evidence of that, but that's what I choose to believe, you know. So anyways, kind of went off on a weird tangent there. Yeah, I know I still have to get the first semester posted up on my Patreon. Of course, now that's not going to happen. I'm going to start working on it. I'm trying to break it down where it's not as convoluted as I made it when I first started doing it. I want to kind of get the right amount of resources and materials for anybody who wants to learn this specific way I'm doing it. If you are interested in learning Japanese and or manga, um, I want to find a way that's going to be easy for you guys and not like convoluted. Like, I made it very complicated, but now I've done it, it's easier for me to break it down a little bit into something that might be easy to follow. And that's all this is. This is a very easy to follow, laid back curriculum for somebody who either doesn't feel like that they would do well in school, or it has been a long time since they've been to school and not knowing if they're going to be able to stick to a goal or a plan. And this is here to, without consequences, push you through a proper schedule and get you that discipline. So if you do decide to go into a college or a school later on, you know that you can do it with no problems, without any, with losing anything. So that's why I'm just doing that. Anyways, it's been a bit of a long video now. Just wanted to let you know that's what's going on. I'll try to do some more VTube videos in the future, because that's really what I wanted to do. More art videos. I might do some live streams, like I said, during breaks and weekends when things are chill. But for now, I think that's where we're going to end this video. Like I said, otherwise I'm going to go in circles. Hope you guys have a good break. Hope you have a good holiday or whatever. And well, I'll see you in a couple weeks. You guys take care.